So the first book is Naked in Public, Dream Symbols Revealed. And that is a book that I co-wrote with my wife, Kathryn Andries. And dreams is something that is a very common topic that people ask about. And it's something that I think is a very common and natural experience that we all have. Most people can remember a dream that they've had at some point in their lives, but most people are still kind of baffled by what that really means. So we've been studying dreams for well over 20 years now and have found that those messages that we receive at night have a message that we can use throughout the day to help us improve in our lives, become more aware of things that are going on. And so as we start to delve into that, we can start to actually apply those messages to make some positive improvements in our lives. So that's really where the inspiration for that book came from. And that was a project that we worked on together. So we combined we each had about 20 years of experience. We combined our expertise together to not only create what we consider to be a really strong basic foundation of understanding dreams, how dreams work in the process, as well as starting to understand the message that dreams come in, which we call that the language of the mind, because the mind communicates in images. And so whenever you kind of observe what's happening in your mind when you're speaking, there's always an image that you have in your mind first, and then your words really describe what that is. And so that's how dreams are communicated to us, in that image form. So understanding just that basic process is the first start. But then I find that another point that's really important is to understand that we're spiritual beings too. We're not just physical beings. And so the context of the dreams really changes. For example, when we're dreaming about death, as a spiritual being, as a soul, death has a completely different context, because it isn't the end, it's just a transformation from one state to another. So the soul doesn't get all caught up in all the drama that we have when we look at death and illness and things like that. So that context changes everything when you look at the dream. So we felt that was a really important topic for people, and a really good starting point for people to understand more about their spirituality and their spiritual existence and life. So as we start to interpret our dreams and understand that process, it's kind of a gateway into some of the more in-depth intuitive experiences that we have.